Welcome everybody who's joining us from across Atlantic Canada. My name's Greg Toole. I'm with Craft Atlantic Association based in Halifax. And thanks for joining us this afternoon to launch this new export initiative that is going to help craftspeople gain access to resources to help them on their export journey. We've been working with Emily and Katie from the Magnet export portal for several months now to get this prepared. So we're happy to finally be able to launch it and present it to everybody and start getting folks access to the portal. So we're working on this with Katie Baker, who is a project manager for Magnet Export Portal, project of Ryerson University, and Emily Montgomery, who is a project coordinator with the Magnet Portal. So this is an aspect of Ryerson University, one of their projects that has a national scope to it. I'll let them tell you about that. But essentially, we want to use this as an opportunity for craftspeople to access export resources that Craft Alliance has and that we've either developed ourselves or that we've found that are essential for folks who are exporting from Canada Border Services, trade commissioners, US border protection, anything that's relevant. We want to be uploading it and giving you access to it. And it's also a place where you'll be able to access opportunities from across Canada that are relevant to you. And they will explain to you just how you can really filter specifically to get the opportunities that are going to be the most relevant to you as a craftsperson who wants to export. So I think without further ado, I'll pass it on to the ladies from Magnet Exports and let them explain to you the process of how Magnet works and what it's all about. So after you.
Thanks, Greg. Thank you so much. That was a very nice introduction. We are a project of Ryerson, but we are looking to be a pan-Canadian project, and we are expanding across the country from coast to coast to coast. Magnet began in 2014 as a matching platform for employers and job seekers. Again, was born out of the Digital Media Zone, an innovative incubator hub at Ryerson. And it was launched in 2014 with the help of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. In 2017, the then Ministry of International Trade in Ontario asked Magnet, if you can match employers and job seekers, do you think you could match business with exporting opportunities as a way to kind of segregate programs to the right companies at the right time? And they funded the building, the initial building of Magnet Export Business Portal. And that is its goal. Magnet is a social innovation. It's a digital platform. And its overarching mission is inclusive economic development for all Canadians, essentially. There is a huge diversity lens. There is a significant portion of Magnet that works in the employment space, and most recently administering the Student Work Placement Program. But Magnet for Business, which is where the Export Business Portal sits, is the growing entity of Magnet. And so we're really excited to share with Craft Alliance audience today about the Magnet Export Business Portal. And I will volley the talking stick over to Emily Montgomery, my esteemed colleague, to take you through the Export Business Portal.
Thank you, Katie, and very nice to be here today. We're super excited to launch this partnership and support the craft community, whether you're thinking about exporting, you're already exporting, or you're looking to get into new markets. So to start off, I'm going to go through a short presentation here of just what the export portal is, and after that we'll kind of do a walkthrough of creating a profile on the platform and how to complete your organizational profile, and just a little preview of the platform. So just going to hop right into the presentation here. Obviously that happened, sorry. So as Katie had mentioned, Magnet is a non-for-profit digital social innovation project out of Ryerson University. We have lots of projects on the go at all times, but essentially they are all focused on driving our mission, which is really to promote inclusive economic growth through supporting businesses, communities, and matching job seekers to career opportunities. So today we are here because we are launching the new Craft Alliance portal. So the Magnet Export, we partner with organizations such as Craft Alliance to support their members and create communities on the platform where you have an opportunity for a one-stop shop for really all your exporting needs. So you will be matched to timely, relevant export related opportunities. So it's you're essentially getting matched to opportunities to help your business grow. And that is done through matching you based on information you provide on your business profile. So how is this done? This is done through targeted communication. So as Greg had mentioned, earlier on, we filter information based on your business profile to ensure that you are getting matched to opportunities that is right for your business. So we kind of remove the initial guesswork and the legwork of finding whether you're looking for funding programs or you're looking to go on a trade mission. We remove the guesswork of, oh, am I eligible for this program? Is this right for my business? Because we filter on the back end to send out information that is tailored specifically to your business's needs. And so where is this information coming from? This information comes from our content providers, which we have on the screen here on the left-hand side. So you'll be getting opportunities, maybe not so much relevant for this audience, but our founding partner was the Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. We have Export Development Canada, Global Affairs and Trade Commissioner Service, Business Development Bank of Canada. Obviously, for this community, you will be receiving information that is shared by Craft Alliance. And we have also recently, we're in the process of launching our partnership with the Forum for International Trade Training. They provide a lot of great resources and courses in the trade space. And I know Greg can speak to that firsthand. So we're excited to get that information to our users as well. And you could possibly, if an opportunity is relevant, you may get information from one of our partners, maybe Startup Canada or something like that, if it's right for your business. But these are the main content providers in which you will be receiving information from. So how does it work? I will walk through this process, but this is just a quick overview. So Craft has their unique landing page. Bernie has put the link in the chat, but that's a quick snapshot on the right-hand side of what it looks like. So it's craftx.magnet.today. That is the unique landing page. You want to ensure that you are signing in and creating an account through their landing page, because then you are a part of their community on Magnet. You automatically get affiliated with them and you'll get all the great resources that they've uploaded and that they will be sending out. So you get on there and you're going to create an account. So once you create an account, you'll get an email to activate your account. You click through that and you will begin to create your business profile. And on the screen here, we have it's about 12 different questions as a part of the onboarding process. And so, there's basic information like your location, organizational type, organizational size, and then it also gets into specifics about exporting. So what percentage of your total revenue is from exporting? If you are exporting, what are your current markets? If you're not quite yet, what are the countries of interest you would like to enter? And stuff like that. And so you fill out all this information. Also, I will mention, because this is a little bit of a pain point in the onboarding process, but we do utilize NAICS codes to filter information to businesses, so what industry they're in. So this craft has actually created a great resource that I will show a little bit later that is commonly used NAICS codes for the craft space. It can be a little bit confusing. They're down to 6 digits and there's a lot of them to choose from, but we have some great resources to kind of help you get through that part of the onboarding process. And lastly, I wanted to mention a big thing at Magnin is a diversity and diversity lens. So we also have a diversity designation that you can put for your profile. This remains private information. It's not shared with anyone. It's just used then to match you with opportunities if you are a diverse owned business. So if you have if you're a 50% women-owned business, then you will be able to put that in your profile, and then you will get opportunities that are relevant for women-owned businesses. So you've created your profile, you filled everything out, and then you are going to simply get matched opportunities. We have a snapshot here of what the user dashboard looks like, and I will show that in a few minutes. And you can set your notification preferences. So maybe you want an email every time you're hit with a new opportunity, or maybe you only want an email once a week. You can set those preferences in your profile. And you can also utilize the job board functionality. As Katie had mentioned, Magnet at its core was a job matching platform. It has grown since then, but with an account, you can utilize other functionalities of the platform, such as posting a job and so forth. So just another, a great resource to have in your toolkit for your business. And lastly, plan for success. So always watch out for time-sensitive notices. We hold ourselves accountable to always have timely information on the platform. A lot of the target messages, they are deadline driven, so it's always good to keep those top of mind if it is something your business is interested in. Check out the resource center. I know Craft has already started uploading a lot of great content and great resources for exporters that'll be in there. So it's kind of your one-stop shop. That is more static information. It may not be not deadline driven and so forth, but a lot of great resources in there as well. And also from the other content providers, BDC, EDC, so forth. And reach out for help. A lot of these organizations, they want Canadian businesses to export. They're always willing to help. And we do, in target messages, when possible, we always provide contact information, whether it's a trade commissioner or someone at the provincial level. We always try to provide that information where applicable, so we can support businesses get the help they need. And lastly, as I mentioned, recruit talent. You can look for students, recent graduates, maybe you're looking for more experienced professional workers. You can post a job on Magnet and get matched with talent as well. And also, if you are looking to hire student talent, Katie had mentioned we do have the Magnet Student Workplace Program, which provides wage subsidies for employers that hire students in a work integrated learning opportunity. Currently, the program reimburses employers up to $7,500 at 75% reimbursement rate. That is for the current semester. There may be some changes going forward, but it's still a great program if you do have some HR needs that you need to fill, and you have the opportunity to provide a student with a work opportunity that's meaningful. So it benefits the employer and the student. So that's a really great program to take advantage of. Well, you can easily access that in your profile once you sign in. And so that is the end of my presentation. I guess I will pause here if there's any initial questions, if there's any in the chat, and then I will do a demonstration of actually creating an account. I didn't know if there was any questions in the chat.
Nothing's come up in the chat yet, Emily, so
Okay.
maybe we can go ahead with the demo and then people have a chance to think about it.
Perfect. I'm just going to pull up the screen here. Hopefully I won't hit my laptop off its stand again.
There's a question, is the work placement a national program?
Yep, so it is a federal program. Doesn't matter where your business is in Canada. It's funded by ESDC, so federal. So yeah, federal program. You can hire students from across the country as well. One of the perks right now, since COVID, is students are able to work from home as well for the program. So yep, can be utilized across the country. Okay, I'm just going to start off. Please feel free to bring this up on your browser, and then you can follow along and create your account as I'm going through the process. So simply to access the URL, as I mentioned, was simply just craftx.magnet.today. Simply put that in, and you will be brought to the landing page here. You can see the logo here. It is linked to Craft Alliance's website as well. And I just wanted to quickly show the tool that the suggested industry NAICS code that has been compiled, which is really useful when you'll be filling out your profile. So it's just at the bottom here, and I can simply download that. I believe it's PDF. And then also for more industry codes, if you feel like, maybe those aren't quite right for my business, Statistics Canada website, you can simply search terms and you can find the NAICS that are relevant for your business. So I'm just going to go back. So to create an account, you're simply going to, if you have an existing Magnet account, for some reason, you're simply going to log in through Craft's landing page and you will get affiliated with the community. If not, you're going to click on create an account. So you will enter your organization's name, so your business name, first and last name, email address for the account. Sometimes we do recommend, if maybe you want a couple people that want to utilize the account, you can always use a general email address, maybe for your business, info at or marketing at whatever. So then it can be, you can share it across a couple of people in your organization. And then you will, as always, you will be required to insert a password as well. So once you sign up, you will receive an activation email in your inbox. It may be sent to your junk email. So if you haven't received it in your inbox, I advise to check your junk mail as well. And to activate, you will simply click on the link provided, and that will activate your account. And so then I'm going to go to, sorry, I'm just going to, okay. So once you have activated your account, you're going to be prompted to fill out your organizational profile. And this is how you will then receive information relevant for your business. So as much information as you put into this profile is going to be a reflection of the information that you are receiving. So it's best to fill it out as, as accurate and concise as possible, with as much information as well. So the easy part at the beginning here, also our site is bilingual. So if your organization is bilingual, you can simply toggle on and provide English and French for the profile. So if you had a French website as well and you want people to know that, you can include that. So you're going to put your website, organization contact email address, general information, phone number, postal code, we got our street address and city. And then next we have, as I mentioned, the diversity declaration. So you have the option to fill this out. By no means do you have to. You could say, no, not right now. Your profile can be updated at any time. So anything you put in is not set in stone. If maybe, you don't want to put this information in quite yet, no problem at all. You can always revisit it and toggle on the diversity declaration. You can, I believe you can include more than one. So if more than one of these applies to your business, please definitely outline that. And as it does mention, this information, it's not publicly available on your profile for people to see. It's just used on the back end for us to match you with opportunities. And also you will add a organizational photo, so the logo for your organization as well. And once you have all that information, just ensure that you click save. And then you will be prompted to fill out the next section of your profile. I am just as context, I'm in a beta environment here. This is just a mock profile, but it's just to give you a sense of what a complete profile looks like. So you're going to provide an organizational description, so what your business does, maybe what services you provide, what products you sell, any of that stuff. So, you know, just a short description, anything that you may want other businesses to know, and how it'll be how you're presented on the platform. And next is the NAICS code. So usually the one pain point we have in the onboarding process. So first will be industry. So what industry is your business in? You can add as many NAICS codes as possible, and we do encourage people to add as many that are relevant to your business, because then that is just a reflection of getting matched to more opportunities, so you don't miss out on anything. So you simply can use the search functionality. So if you don't actually know the 6-digit code, that's all right as well. Maybe this one, it's a medical one. So I can look through, and the different codes that are relevant to that term will come up, and I can put as many in as I would like. And yeah, so, and it provides a description of what is included within that NAICS code as well. So once I have all the NAICS codes, looks good. And then markets served. So this is also NAICS code. So what kind of markets does your business sell to? If maybe you're selling to other industries and stuff like that. So for this, medical, but also their market served would be physicians, hospitals, and so forth. So where are your products best served, and what markets are those? And same search functionality for this. Just type in, if you don't know the number, you can also search by numbers as well, using the 6-digit code, if you do have it on hand that you've pulled from the list that has been created by Craft. And next, you're going to put your organization type, whether you're business, private, non-for-profit, that type of thing. Number of employees. All this information is ranges. It won't be available publicly for anyone to see, just to get a sense of, okay, your total sales revenue range. So that'll be a reflection of what kind of opportunities you receive. And your founding year. And once again, once all that information is filled out, you're simply going to click save. And then next part is the exporting part. So this is confidential information, not presented as part of your profile, but as I've mentioned, used to match you to opportunities. So export business as a percentage of revenue. This is just an estimate, as again, we have ranges here, so just click it. If not applicable, just click that. If you currently do not export, you can simply just click no. And then all you will have to fill out is the markets of interest. So where maybe would you like to export? And then, so if China was one of them, if there's a trade mission to China and it's, you know, for the ICT sector and that's relevant to your business, then you will be matched to that opportunity because you have put China as a market of interest. But if you are currently exporting, there will be a few more questions to answer. So years of experience exporting, current export markets, and then also where you would like to go. If you're not really sure yet, just simply click don't know yet. So once all that information is put in, you're going to click save. So as I mentioned, it is very important to make sure that you do fill out all the sections of your profile so that you are getting matched opportunities that are right for your business, because that's what would the goal of the platform is, and that's what we want to do. So just keep the profile as complete as possible. So that's it for the onboarding process. If you have all that information readily available, it should be a quick process. And then once, and just to give a little tutorial of the platform here, if you are looking for different functionalities of the platform, you simply click on we call it our app drawer menu, whichever works. You're going to simply click on that. And so if I wanted to see what target messages I have, I'm going to simply click on that. And then they will appear kind of like an inbox here. And then you just simply click on it and you can access the opportunity. And then also, as I mentioned, the Resource Center, another great place. And I know this will be good for the craft community on here, as they're populating a lot of great resources in there. So you have the resources are categorized best. This is not an exhaustive list of the categories. This is just for the demo account, but small business resources, professional development, best practices in business, that type of stuff. And just when you simply click on that, the resources relevant to that category will pop up, and you can access the tool. If it is a report or something like that, the PDF will be attached in here. If not, you can simply use the Learn More button, and users are directed to the resource, straight to the source. And I think after this, Bernie will show a preview of what the complete profile looks like, so kind of what it looks like in system. But this, and so, yep, that's essentially the how to create your profile. I'm happy to answer any questions. Magnet does have support from 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. And there is a Zendesk, there's a chat you can also function you can use to ask questions as well. But they're always available if you are having any technical issues as well with the platform.
Emily?
Yeah.
Somebody, Alicia had a question about European Union. She did not see that showing there. I think you have to enter the country name, correct? I don't think it's by region.
Yes, so that is funny enough, Katie and I, that is on our roadmap. That is something we would like to do regions, but yes, currently right now, you would have to actually put Italy, Germany, and so forth, whatever those countries are. It is a little exhaustive if you're looking for all European Union that has a few countries, but yes, you will have to just type in the individual countries that are part of the European Union you'd be interested in.
We're hoping it is on our tech partners roadmap, and I believe by April or May the regions should be available, which will make that profile building much quicker.
Yeah, we've been working on profiles of all the current free trade agreements, and it would be great if you were able to actually enter like CUSMA for Canada, US, Mexico, CETA for European Union, and so on, because there's now the Trans-Pacific and others. So it'd be great if we could have that functionality, but for now we enter by country.
Yeah. And also we are on our roadmap is also to improve the user experience. We are hoping to, as opposed to NAICS, use a drop-down taxonomy list of industries as opposed to the deep dive of 6-digit NAICS codes.
We will actually have both, but you can opt either one. One has to be filled either from the drop-down or the NAICS, or you can fill both.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm happy if there is any more questions.
So maybe can I go on and show the
yeah,
profile
I was going to
that
say
we already completed? Because I think, I need to be host, Greg.
Emily's the host right now, so I think she needs to pass it to you. Oh no, you should be able to share your screen as a
No, it's not letting me.
as a panelist. No.
Oh,
No.
you probably can now. Can you?
Yep. Great. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. So I just thought Emily has sort of gone through the onboarding process of this. So I just thought we have created on the platform a profile, because as administrators of CraftX, we actually put documents onto the platform for networking and information purposes, but we actually, from our vantage point as administrators, we actually don't see what you see. So we actually created an individual profile, and I did it as a personal account for myself, and I put it in the name of our Craft East Buyers Expo trade show. So I'm just going to log into it here. So I just wanted to show everyone, once you're complete, what you'll see. So you have your landing page. So on the right, you have tweets and social media, and you can use the magnet export tag, and we will have other hashtags that we'll be adding into our social media and telling people about that. And then your main messages here are your targeted messages that come through the platform. So we have a couple here. This first one is Export Essentials, Exporting Guide Step by Step. So that's the federal guide produced by the Global Affairs and the Trade Commissioner Service. So you can see everything in your stream, and it'll be anybody that you're associated with. So the first couple here are Craft Alliance and the CraftX community. We have Future Skills. They're one of the, maybe you can tell Emily what Future Skills is.
Yeah, absolutely. Future Skills is quite a big project at Ryerson. Is essentially creating a community of practice for experts, whether it's in academia, industry, and so forth, to have a space to share expertise, share knowledge, and have a platform where they can engage with each other, work on projects and so forth. And also, and essentially right now as well, they do a lot of roundtables across nationally to engage with Canadians to see, you know, what does the future of work look like? What are the skills necessary for the workforce in the future? And to kind of generate projects and stuff based on, you know, the working groups and the stakeholders they engage with. So it's a pretty unique and robust project. Definitely take a look at some of the stuff they share. Could be of use.
Great, thank you. So then on the left-hand side of the page, if you click on My Communities, you'll see that there's Magnet Export Portal. So there's information. They have the Discoverability Network. And as you scroll down, you'll get into other communities like CraftX, which is our Future Skills. And that's where you would see things like BDC and EDC and so on. So on your opening dashboard page, you have your targeted messages. So there actually is a tab where you can track all the targeted messages that you receive based, like Emily said, on all the criteria you've put in and how it sorts. Obviously, if something is not of interest to you, then you can toggle it and you can delete it, or you can save it for future reference and just leave it there on your page. Up in the right-hand corner where your login is and your settings, you have your organizational profile. And your settings right next to that is your app dashboard and things you are able to access like targeted messages. This is where we have our resource library. So the resource library, you can sort by all or many different subheadings. I would just say right now, we don't have them all organized optimally at this point in time. Our goal the last couple of weeks was just to get things onboarded and uploaded. So as you scroll down, you can actually pick a topic or scroll through everything. And we've given everything a unique heading, sort of relating to what that item is about. So I'll just pick one right here. And this is a US Customs document, and it's textile and apparel rules of origin. So you scroll down and you can access the link and the document that's associated with that. and be able to learn everything you need to learn about textiles. So we've got, oh, the other thing we're going to be adding to this, so it's export oriented, but we've also been getting requests from some of the craftspeople we work with about importing, because many craftspeople are importing raw materials from around the world. So we're going to start putting some importing documents. So this is an importing checklist that is done by Canada Border Services Agency. So there's going to be many. We have about 3. I don't know how many we've got up. Do you know how many we've got up here, Greg? Probably 20 or so.
Yeah, I think in the 20 range. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have an export diagnostic toolkit that we've created, which is a series. Basically, it's a questionnaire where you can sort of do your own diagnostic assessment of whether you are ready to export your products. So there's many things. So we've got harmonized tariffs, temporary exportations, importations, classifications of what does a US customs, for example, consider works of art. So there are very defined definitions of works of art. And so we have documentation on there that if you're shipping work to an exhibition in the United States, you can specifically and go look up that information in detail. Natural products, cosmetic labeling. So we're going to be sort of drilling down in the coming weeks, further doing investigations as to different sectors and subsectors as to what people are going to need to access. And we will start organizing them. Things like the topic on professional development. We have our export diagnostic tool in there right at the moment. So professional development, we will likely put our workshop texts, our workshop handouts, maybe slide decks from our various workshops that we present. And we are also going to include all our wholesale market tools, our exporting and the importing as well. So there's lots of things in there. You can see the little bell up in the right-hand corner next to your app drawer is notifications. So these are things that are coming into. So look, I was on here a couple hours ago and just got a notice from BDC. And yeah, so there's an announcement there. Let's see what else we got in the drawer. We got something from EDC in here, targeted message. Tune in and watch top 5 webinars of 2020. So there's a great resource. You could spend some time on here, link through to the EDC connection and view some of their top webinars from the past year. And you can see there's other targeted messages in here from Magnet. And these would be, I think, Katie, these would be more generalized export.
Sometimes, yeah, we find information through our ecosystem that we tend to share based on our partners, as Emily showed in the presentation, EDC, BDC. But we have other partners. NSBI is a partner, so we'll be sharing information.
I just realized this one I clicked on is export information sessions from Nova Scotia Business Inc.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So that's
again, great. So your feed will become pretty full over time. As Emily also pointed out, you can set your notifications. So every time something comes in, you can be notified. Sometimes that can be a little annoying, and we don't want people to unsubscribe, because although we're filling the feed with timely, relevant information, we don't want to annoy you. So you can set your like maybe once a week, you'll see a note in your inbox. There's some messages for Magnet, and then you'll click through. And if you ever decide to go on another part of Magnet, sometimes you have to log out and then log back in through Craft Alliance. Just that might be a hack if you find like, oh, I went into something else, but I want to. So sometimes you have to log. You can only your one email will get you in different places, but you can't have multiple accounts with the same email. There's just a few kind of technical things. It is
is beyond, again, the minimal viable product, but every day we're building it out to be more sophisticated, more user-friendly. And as if, for instance, we're in terms of the SWIP project, we have Outcome Campus Connect, which is a very robust profile for co-op students who want to apply for SWIP and also get matched with a student. And in one application, Outcome Campus Connect can do that for you. So there's many facets of Magnet. There's a question from.
I was just responding to that. Yeah,
okay.
you can. Someone said they created a Magnet account, but I don't think they were on the CraftX page.
Yeah.
So they just have to make sure they're logged out and log in through our link.
You need to go up to where your picture or your logo is. You want to log out and then log back in to CraftX's link. So yeah. But
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so as we saw as in real time, Bernie, as you were showing the platform, things were loading. So it won't load retroactively, it won't show information, but as new, and about twice a week, we upload information. Our content manager spends the week researching and mining for information. We do translations. We break the communication down into a sizable nugget, creating those click-through links so that you can sign up and register. And about twice a week we upload. So you should see different times the feed will fill, and then it will, and then we do it will archive information, and then some will disappear, obviously, because it's time sensitive, and if the webinar was yesterday, then it will no longer won't be available.
So someone's asking a question about the student placement. Has that already taken place for summer?
For summer 2021, we applications are still being taken for 2021. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, the winter 2021 program runs January 1st to April 30th. I believe the deadline to create an application is March 30th. And then someone has asked about the summer program. It will be running in the upcoming summer. I am just going to pop in the chat a link where you can find out. The only thing with the summer program is eligibility requirements are changing. So when COVID hit, obviously the program went through some changes to kind of support businesses through the pandemic. So it is reverting back to its original eligibility requirements. So you can see that all on our website to get a sense of what the requirements will be, because the winter 2021 and the summer 2021 program will look a bit different.
A bit different. Now, if you've hired a student as of January 1st, but you haven't, and they are in a work integrated learning program, you can apply, as Emily said, till March 30th to get that supported. Yeah. So in many instances, we're not so familiar with government programs being retroactive. Usually you can't start until you get approval. But in this instance, you can apply for a student who has started in January and be reimbursed up to 75% to a maximum of $7,500 for that student. If you have any questions about the project, feel free to, Emily and I have been deep into the weeds. So as time goes on, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us through CraftX or whatnot, and we'll be happy to direct you to the right. We have built a comprehensive SWIP team, and yeah, want to make sure everybody has success if they're eligible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's great, guys. Thank you very much. That was really wonderful. So if anybody has any question, we will, Greg and William and I are available if people have questions or want help in creating a profile and getting set up. The, sorry, I lost my train of thought. The NAICS codes, that's the important thing. So as long as you have at least one in each category, then you're at least started in the process, but it's a good idea to go scroll through them because many, like it'd be good for craftspeople to be craft and artisan, which is one number, 711511. But it would be good if you're under wholesale category and some other categories. And then in terms of your audience, it would be great if it's wholesale, retail, export, and then categorize in terms of whatever your product is: wood, textile, ceramics, jewelry, accessories. You know, I think most of our people are used to categorizing for trade shows. And, you know, our Craft Alliance platform has 25 or 30 or more product categories. So I think if you pick the product categories that you're familiar with, I think you'll have success in filling that out. Somebody is saying they can't find where that link is.
Yeah.
So she should be able to go to the link, and just, if you already have a Magnet login, you should be able to just go there.
They may not have created their original profile on the CraftX platform. I'm wondering about that. So
yeah, but
Yeah.
Emily, if they have a Magnet, if they've already signed it,
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, if they've already signed into Magnet, then they can use that to sign into the CraftX community, can't they?
It would depend if they need, I'm wondering if, because they said Campus Connect. I'm not sure what Working Mind is, but Campus Connect is one of our projects. They would have to create an exporter account, which is the partnership, obviously, we're
Right.
for, because there's Magnet Today, which is employer focused, job seeker. So it'd be, you'd have to create an account on your guys' landing page for an exporter
Great.
account.
Sure.
And I'm also happy to connect and walk someone through it as well.
Sure. Great. Okay, everyone. Well,
Okay.
thank you very much. We really appreciate everyone participating today and learning about this project. We're really excited about it because we're going to be able to share and document a lot of export materials that are specific to the craft sector, and that people often have difficulty sort of figuring out or locating when they're trying to do some exporting. So that's great. So thank you everyone for coming. And if you have any questions, please get in touch with us. We really appreciate it. Take care.
cool.
Thanks.
Thanks. See you later.